At a committee hearing, Ways and Means this week, Greg Porter, Democrat, arguing for two amendments that both were soundly defeated, said it's not just, challenges. It's not just difficulties. It is a crisis. Is he right?
Look, I don't think there's any doubt, and I don't think you're going to get any argument from anybody that this is one of those issues that crushes just about anybody in any community that has kids, right? It's a workforce issue. It's an issue for our companies and our employers, but it's an issue for people across the economic spectrum as well. Obviously, we're in a non-budget year, so it presents a little bit of a challenge, but there are things that we can look at, and we are looking at this session, try to ease some of those regulations and get employers to the table, or continue to bring employers to the table and give them new tools.
Carey Hamilton, same question. Crisis?
Absolutely, yeah.
You see it's critical infrastructure. Elaborate on what you mean by that.
The State Chamber of Commerce actually at the end of 2024 did an economic impact study, and they showed that there's a $4.2 billion economic hit every year in Indiana due to the lack of access to affordable childcare across our state. So clearly that's infrastructure that we don't have. And that study also showed there's $1.1+ billion in lost tax revenue that's part of that economic impact.
Overall.
So imagine if we invested just a small portion of that $1 billion every year in shoring up that child care system.
Is that resonating with lawmakers when you say, hey, look at this figure? This isn't just about struggling Hoosiers. This is about potential loss to the state.
Yeah, I think definitely. I think you have to put it in economic terms. For us, we hear about it all the time from employers because it is keeping their workers from coming to work or staying at work or coming back to the workforce after they've had kids. And we all know that talent and workforce is key to Indiana's future economic success. And so this is an issue that we got to work on.
I think that when you look at these cost figures for childcare, right, our state's median wages just haven't kept up. I know colleagues in the House and the Senate have all offered different ideas. All of these things are necessary because in this moment, what we actually need is more funds into the system. They don't all have to be government funds, right? They should include some element of the business community. They should include some element of philanthropy, and they probably should include, where possible, some element of family responsibility. But ultimately, this is an issue for providers, as Representative Hamilton mentioned, in terms of being able to create a sustainable system so that they can then provide care for kids and families.